Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great on this beautiful, fantastic spring day. Today, I'm gonna start working on my garden. Yeah, I haven't done anything to this since last year. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out all the weeds and notice that these beds are shrunk by about 3 to 4 inches. And the reason is because these are hugelkultur beds. As you remember from last year, about a third of it is wood. This little bit are wood chips, and then from here on up is compost. So yeah, I expected them to shrink a little bit. They all did. Now these two here in the middle shrunk more than that one, and the reason is because these 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 I did 2 years ago. But then I did 4 more last year. That one at the end, those 2 at the end, and that one at the end over there. I did those last year. But even this one shrank a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little bit of compost and start filling them up after I weed all this and get it ready for planting. Now here we have garlic. It's kind of thin. And over here we have garlic too. I forget the variety name, but I do know that row in the back, that's a German variety, and those cloves are very big. I think next year, depending on how they both do, I may do nothing but German. I don't know, these look kind of small. We have to do a little bit of work. And I believe today is May 8th, and I'm gonna be planting all my beds here by next week, no later than next week, including my recao and gandules in my basement. Recao is longleaf coriander and pigeon peas. I have some plants in the basement that I started back in early March, and they're ready to come out. We're gonna start right here. My first one. Look at these worms. They're huge. That's what I want to see. I can't take the tractor in because of the deer fencing. So I'm done with every box. Let me show you. That one's done, that one's done, this one's done, that one's done. Now the only two boxes that I didn't do were this one and the other one. And the reason is because they have garlic in them. And once I harvest the garlic in late July, then I may fill them up a little bit as well. And yeah, but it's all looking very good. I'm ready to go out and buy some plants. But right now it looks like it's gonna rain. I can feel the rain coming. Actually, I felt a whole bunch of drops already in the last couple of minutes. And it's super windy. I don't know if you can tell by the trees. Super windy right now. Oh, and by the way, it was only about 7 or 8 buckets full of compost. The compost that I have in the back, half that compost I've been working it over the year. The other half I purchased about 2 years ago. I'm gonna go out in the next couple of days and buy some plants and start planting. For me, it'll be a couple of days, but for you guys, it'll be just a second. So today's May 13th. I don't expect any more frost, so we are gonna go outside and plant my potato seed and onion seeds. And later this afternoon, I'm gonna go to a local nursery and buy the rest of my plants. And today is May 13th, one day after Mother's Day, so belated happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. I'm planting my onions and potatoes today, but look at what I have here. These are from the seeds that I planted back in early March. And here on the left, we have pigeon peas or gandules. These in the middle are gandules as well. And here we have longleaf coriander or culantro o recao, as they call them in Puerto Rico. And these are the sweet peppers. Now, back to here. Now, I planted all of these on the same day. Same seeds, but look how different they look. All right, now, why are these so scrawny looking and these are big and very green? And the reason is I planted these in pellets. And pellets just like this, but not these. These I planted in these pots and I just put potting soil in there, Miracle-Gro, which is the same soil that I put here. But if you notice, here I used the pellets and I just planted the pellets in the soil. Now, these are the pellets right here that I just mentioned a second ago. So it appears that anything that I plant in pellets grows a lot bigger than anything that any seeds that I plant in soil. Just the normal seed, just dropped in there and you water, you know the deal. What's in these pellets? I'm not sure, but they obviously work. They do a great job. So I have to keep that in mind that next year, instead of planting my seeds directly to the soil, use the pellets. I got much better results. The same with recao and my small sofrito peppers. Now, what are they doing here? Well, yesterday I brought them out for the first time. I have to harden these for about a week. So yesterday I brought them out here in the sun for 1 hour. Today they're gonna be here for 2 hours, and tomorrow they'll be here another 2 hours. And every day I increase a little bit until day 7, and then I plant them outside. But this is gonna be for another video. Now, even though these look really good and these don't, once I plant them outside, it'll be the exact same environment, and I'm sure that these will grow to be nice, tall plants. And I planted these before. These are the blue Adirondack potatoes. And you want to plant these obviously in full sun, 12 inches deep and about a foot apart. And guys, I'm planting in obviously mid-May because I'm in zone 5A. And here we get a last frost kind of late in the year. Last year we got a last frost on May 21st. And my neighbors, they were telling me yesterday they normally don't plant anything until the first week of June because a last frost has been known to happen here frequently in late May. And that is true. The last 2 years that I've been here, definitely we had last frost in late May, but this year is exceptional. It's been a very warm year, and I feel that we are not going to get a last frost this month. Yeah, lately the temperatures have been quite high, higher than normal, by the way. Again, a foot deep. And I love this soil. It's very soft here. This is a compost mix that I got a couple of years ago, and it works wonders. I got this compost from a company nearby. They deliver to my house. Now when you plant them, you want this stem or this shoot going up. Yeah, today turned out to be a beautiful day for doing this kind of work. And I don't use mulch here at all. The reason is because here in the summer it rains quite a lot. Last summer, for example, I only watered once, first week of June, and then not again until September. So for most of the summer, I didn't water at all. But I realize that may not be your case. You may live in an area where it's kind of dry, and if you do, obviously you want to use mulch. Oh, by the way, if you live in Jersey or a planting zone warmer than 5A, you should have planted your recao or longleaf coriander and pigeon peas by now. If you haven't, do it today. You know I'm talking to you. Edwin, right? You know that, right? Oh, this is a thing of beauty. And now for onions. I've never planted onions before, but there's the seed right there. And it says, obviously, you plant in full sun. You plant them 1 inch or 2 deep, not very deep at all. And you space them 3 inches apart. I think onions take about 90 to 100 days to harvest. I've always wanted to experiment planting them, and today's the day. All right. Yeah, they already started growing. All right, so I'm gonna plant half a bed here today. So I'm just gonna put them in here like so. 3 inches apart. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a half a bed. And it should take every one of these seeds here today. There we go, guys. They're all laid out. So now I'm gonna plant 1 or 2 inches deep. there we go. We should see something in about a week and a half. First time. There's a lot of air bubbles in there. Half a bed. Normally, guys, I don't fertilize because I have such great compost. However, I do have some organic fertilizer, and I may use that on my tropical plants, my pigeon peas and regao. I may. Last year I did not, and they grew up just fine, perfectly fine, maybe a little bit too good, because I had so much regao or longleaf coriander that I knew what to do with. However, this year, instead of planting 40 plants, I went crazy, I know. This year I only have about 6 or 7 plants, enough for the whole summer for the family. Here's my sofrito garden sign, and that's what the longleaf coriander or regao is for. It's a condiment for sofrito. And if you don't know what regao is, and I'm going to put it on the screen here, ask any of your Puerto Rican friends, and they will tell you that a sofrito is made by regao. I mean, there is no better ingredient than regao in a sofrito. If you don't have regao, you really don't have that good of sofrito. All sofritos are good, by the way, but regao is like magical special ingredient that all Puerto Ricans use on their sofritos to make your food taste so much better. So I've set up an alarm to tell me when to bring them inside, and these are ready to go back inside. Now, this is regao. This little plant, it's not much right now, but in a month or two it'll be huge. And this is the difference between a good sofrito and an outstanding sofrito. Since we're here, let's go get some eggs. There's that mean rooster, the one I've been telling you about, and those are the silkies. I have 2 broody silkies right now. All right, mister, move over. I gotta keep an eye on this one. I gotta move them away with this bamboo stick. Now, this morning I picked 4 eggs. I should have a few more now, and I have 5. All right, that makes 9 for the standard chickens. Silkies, maybe 1 or 2, because like I mentioned a second ago, 2 of them are broody. And they're not laying any eggs. They're just sitting there. Oh, and by the way, you can see that I have 10 hens, 10 standard hens, and most of them laid an egg today. Only 1 did not, but it's still early. It's only about 1:30 p.m. Now this rooster's getting a little frisky, but he's funny. He doesn't have any spurs, so I don't care. See that? He just wants to peck me. Are you trying to be funny, mister? He inspires no fear whatsoever. Okay. Wow. He's getting serious. That's broody silky hen number 1. I checked this morning. There were no eggs under her. Sometimes they lay an egg here. Now, believe it or not, guys, I found an egg under that ladder right there, under those steps right there yesterday. One of the silkies decided to lay outside. Sometimes they'll lay right under the coop. Wow, this guy's getting feisty. Yeah, I like it. What's up, mister? You want a piece of me? I'm not afraid of you. And here is my second broody silky. Again, no eggs under her. I checked this morning. He's like a huge cotton ball. They have no spurs. I mean, I don't feel any spurs. Right? All 4 roosters. 4 roosters and 4 hens. Wow. I think you need like an attitude adjustment. He's okay. However, this one, when this one pecks, oh yeah, it hurts. And look at those spurs. They're like 3 inches long. Now this one, Lila, she's a sweetheart. The friendliest chicken I have here. Right, Lila? All right, show off. And these are for our daughter. I should have whatever's left by tomorrow. I need 4 more. Yeah, I'll definitely have those tomorrow. And with that, guys, you have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. We'll see you mañana. Bye.